I started my fitness journey in 2017 as a skinny girl who just wanted to be fit. I had no idea what I was doing. I copied random workouts, believed fitness myths, and just made mistakes. Now it's been 8 years and I've learned and unlearned so much, and I've just grown, not just physically but mentally as well. And I know my body so well, and there are certain things that I just don't do anymore. Here are 10 things that I don't do as a gym girl. I've also done this video on Instagram, but I've never done it on YouTube, so I was like, why not? Coming in really strong at number 1 on my list, I will not ego lift, okay? So I'm not doing super heavy deadlifts, super heavy squats, super heavy anything anymore. I have been lifting, like I said, for almost 10 years, and I've pushed myself, and I have absolutely nothing to prove to anybody or to myself. And as I get older and as I go along with my fitness journey, I just realized that I'm not willing to take any chances in the gym. Getting an injury in the gym is so easy when you're not careful, and when you're chasing numbers, it's so easy to get yourself injured. And right now on my fitness journey, I am no longer focusing on how heavy can I go. I'm more so focused on my form, my technique, and I prioritize that over how much I'm lifting. Like, I would rather lift a moderate weight with proper technique and form and know that my muscles are working and I can feel my muscles working than to do super heavy squats or super heavy hip thrusts and I'm only able to get 1 rep and I'm scared that I'm going to break my spine in the process. It's really not worth it. So I'm done with the super heavy deadlifts, heavy squats, like the body is T, and right now I'm just in like a maintenance phase, kind of, lose a little bit of fat here, but still just maintain what I have, and my training is pretty good. So my tip for you is just remember that no one in the gym is actually really paying attention to you. Nobody really cares what you're doing in the gym, and no one really cares how much you're lifting in the gym. I personally am more impressed by someone who has really good form. I'm not looking at how much they're lifting. I don't care how much weights you're lifting. I'm impressed by somebody's form and technique. And keep in mind that the people who get results are people who train smart, not the people who train reckless. Next thing I would not do as a gym girl is doing excessive cardio. This is a no-no for me. First of all, I'm not even a fan of cardio. Never been, never will be. I do cardio out of necessity as opposed to it being something that I look forward to doing. And I don't do more than 20-25 minutes of cardio. Cardio is very important. It's important for your cardiovascular health, so your cardiovascular function, your heart health. Please do your cardio, but a lot of people rely excessively on cardio to get them to where they want to be. And cardio is good for obviously burning calories, but if your goal is really to like lose fat and make it sustainable long term, then you can't just rely on just cardio. And also with my personal fitness goals, it requires me to lift more weights than do cardio, but I do try to get my cardio in at least a minimum of 2 times a week. So I'm on the treadmill. I'm probably going to be doing some sort of incline walking for about 25 minutes. If you're somebody who goes to the gym and you can do 1 hour on the treadmill and then you neglect the weightlifting aspect of your training, also something that I need you to understand is weightlifting is great for fat loss over time, because the higher your metabolism and the more lean muscle that you have, the more your body burns calories even when it's at rest. When you're doing cardio, you're only burning calories at that time that you're doing cardio. Once you get off that treadmill or you get off that bike, your body is done. Like, you're done burning those calories. But with weightlifting, because you're lifting weights and you're building lean muscle, your body is constantly burning calories. Whether you're lifting weights, you're laying down, you're watching Netflix, you're walking around the house. So it's sustainable for fat loss over time, and that is why weightlifting is so important, especially as a fat loss tool. So your body gets to a point where it can only lose so much fat before it begins eating away your muscle tissue. So what you want to make sure is that you have a good, healthy balance of cardio and and strength training, and you're not excessively doing the cardio. Another thing I don't do as a gym girl are early morning workouts, okay? You see those 5 a.m. workout warriors? Like, I salute you guys. That's a different level of discipline that I personally don't have. Now, there's nothing wrong with this, and I'm not saying going to the gym at 5 a.m. is bad. Come on, be for real. If you have a job, if you work a 9 to 5 or a 7 to 5 or whatever, like, you have things to do and you have to like schedule your time in for the gym earlier in the morning, then of course it will make sense for you to go to the gym at 5 a.m. But I'm talking about me here. Like, I personally, I will never go to the gym at 5 a.m. because my discipline has not taken me that far. I'm not even a normal person at 7 o'clock in the morning, talk more of 5 a.m. Like, that's a different level of discipline, and I salute it. Like, my body doesn't function at that hour. So I personally prefer to train later on in the morning when I'm all energized and well rested and I'm 100% feeling like myself and I can give my all to my workout. Like I said, it's not bad to train at that time. It's just my personal preference not to, because I really can't. And if you're wondering, oh, well, what's the best time to go to the gym? There's no such thing as the best time to go to the gym. When you're working out at 6 a.m. and 10 p.m., like, your body doesn't really know the difference. It knows that you're working out. So the best time to go to the gym is the time that works for you. So if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, do your 5 a.m. workouts. If the best time for you to go to the gym is at 11 o'clock in the morning, if you're an evening workout warrior, the most important thing is that you're in the gym, you're getting your workout in, and you're getting the job done. Number 4 on my list of things that I will not do as a gym girl, I will not wear a waist trainer. I've been very vocal about waist trainers, and so has a lot of other people in the fitness industry. Like, a lot of people think that waist trainers will shrink their waistline, burn belly fat. First of all, anything that is sold to you as a spot reduction tool in fitness is already a scam, because everybody knows you cannot spot reduce fat. Like, you cannot pinpoint one specific part of your body and say, this is where I want to lose fat and nowhere else, and try to lose fat from that place, because that's just not how our body works. Okay, fat, first of all, is distributed evenly throughout our body. So when you're working out, you're exercising, your body is losing fat wherever it decides it wants to lose fat from. You know what I mean? So you can't just decide, okay, I'm gonna wear this waist trainer. And it doesn't even make, like, the concept of a waist trainer doesn't even make sense to me. Like, how can you just tie something around your stomach and then it's burning the fat inside of it? Like, when you understand science and biology and how fat loss works, the concept of a waist trainer is so stupid. Like, I sit down and I ask myself, like, how do people even believe this? How do people even buy into this? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're using a waist trainer for, like, your posture, for example, but even at that, like, there's lifting belts. Like, get a lifting belt. But waist trainers aren't sold for posture or better posture or to improve your posture. They're sold as a gimmick for fat loss, and a lot of women buy into that. I've seen people advertise waist trainers and they tell their audience, oh, you don't have to eat healthy, you don't have to exercise, just wear this waist trainer for 8 hours. First of all, some of you can't even commit to exercising 1 hour in a day. Some of you can't even commit to anything. Forget about exercise. Some of you can't commit to anything for an hour, let alone commit to wearing a waist trainer 8 hours of a day. Like, do you know how tight a waist trainer is? Now imagine having that around your torso for 8, 9 hours or 12 hours every single day. Most of you can't even do that. So it's like, if your goal is fat loss and you want to lose fat, 1, eat healthy. A lot of you don't want to change your bad habits. That's why the idea of a waist trainer sounds so appealing to you, because it's minimal effort and it promises you quick, fast, easy results like this, but there's no such thing in fitness. So if you're trying to lose fat, sweetheart, you need to be in a calorie deficit. You have to make sacrifices for that body. Yes, I know you're running away from those sacrifices. That's why you went and bought a waist trainer, but it's not necessary, and it's definitely not going to shrink your waist. So if you're eating healthy and you're doing the exercises and you're consistent and patient, I know a lot of you don't have a lot of patience, but these are the key ingredients to losing fat: not wearing a waist trainer. And that is why you will never, ever, 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 ever catch me dead in a waist trainer. Next, I will not work out with you. I'm sorry. I know it sounds a little bit rude. I'm so sorry, but I'm not really a fan of partner workouts. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't mind working out with other fitness people, like other people in the industry. Like, I've done a lot of partner workouts with people that have been so fun, collabs, love it. But what I'm talking about, like not working out with you, I have gone to the gym, like when I go to the gym to work out and maybe somebody sees me, they recognize me from my social media platforms, and they kind of like insert themselves into my workout. First of all, me going to the gym, that's like my me time, especially like I'm there to work. And you think that that's the appropriate time to insert yourself into my workout? Like, that's not fun to me. It's distracting. And the reason why I say I'm not working out with you is because the average person doesn't really know how to train. And usually when people insert themselves into my workout because they want to work out with me, they're not working out with me. It ends up being me coaching them. So they're asking questions, I'm teaching them about form. I'm basically their personal trainer in that moment. And as somebody who charges for those services, I feel like, okay, well, I charge for this. And I'm doing it for free. And I don't even mind helping people out at all, because I do it all the time. Like, hey, can you show me how you do this hip thrust, for example? Like, I've shown people in the gym how to do hip thrusts so many times, and I'm always flattered. But I'm specifically talking about those people, like I said, who will insert themselves into my workout. Like, oh, I like your physique, I'm gonna train with you today. And they just start following you around, and it's distracting. They start asking you questions and kind of just wanna chat and turn it into like this thing. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like if you get it, you get it. If you don't, I'm sorry. But when I'm in the gym, that's my therapy. Like, that's my zone. That's my me time. I'm there to focus. I'm there to train and go home. And something that I've also noticed is that a lot of people won't invest in you. Like, I'll tell them like, hey, listen, I appreciate the fact that you want to work out with me, but I charge for this. I have workout programs. I have ebooks. I have personal coaching. If you want those services, I can do that. And they're not even interested in investing or even supporting whatever it is that you're doing. Like, they just want the free stuff. I kind of find it a bit annoying when people just insert themselves into your workout routine. Like, damn, like, you didn't even ask me if I'm interested in working out with you. Like, it's like, hey, I found you in the gym, you're my partner for today, you know? Another thing I don't do as a gym girl, and I say I don't do this, not I won't do it, because I have done it, but I usually don't eat before my workout. And I'm not gonna rule it out and say, oh, I'm never gonna eat before my workout. I've eaten before workout. There are days where I've had like very late training sessions. Like, I go to the gym like around 3 p.m. and pre-workout isn't enough. Okay, pre-workout was not enough. I had to eat a little something before the workout just to like stabilize my brain, because I was dizzy, okay? And yeah, there are days where, you know, I'll probably just have something light before workout, but usually I don't train in the afternoon, I train in the morning. So it's easy for me to train fasted. So once I've woken up in the morning, take my pre-workout, boom, I'm in the gym 10 a.m. So I don't usually eat before my workout. That's why it's on my list as something that I don't do. So yeah, I personally do prefer to train fasted. I prefer to train on an empty stomach. When I train fasted, I just feel lighter, I feel sharper, and I feel like I can get a lot more done because I'm not really feeling sluggish, right? Like, I have, you know, food just sitting in my belly. What gets me is obviously, like I said, in my pre-workout, I'll probably have some electrolytes. I mix my pre-workout with creatine, and that just works for me. And it's been working since I started, you know, my fitness journey. And of course, during my workouts, I always stay hydrated. So I'm always drinking water, or I'll probably have a supplement. For example, EHP Labs is Hydro. I do this intro workout, so that helps me stay alert. But yeah, all of these little supplements if I need that extra boost. And like I said, it works for me. If you're the opposite, that's fine. Like, it's not a bad thing to eat before your workouts. It's very important for you to listen to your body, know what works for you. Don't try to follow somebody else's plan, okay? Because it might not work for you. Next, I don't do restrictive eating. Like, I know a lot of people think that my diet is so restrictive. Oh, I'm probably just eating salads for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like, no. In order for me to even enjoy my fitness journey, like, it has to be sustainable. Like, I need to be able to order pizza, have cookies, eat ice. Well, no, I don't eat ice cream, but eat candy, like sweets. Like, I need to be able to enjoy the good things of life. And people always assume that when you're a fitness person, or if they're on a fitness journey, that they have to completely get rid of all of these things. And that's not true. If you are prioritizing protein, healthy carbs, veggies, or just eating a balanced diet 80-70% of the time, listen, you have 20-30% of the time to just have fun. You know what I mean? That's what makes this entire thing enjoyable and sustainable. So I don't restrictive eat, and I don't count my calories as well. Like, I eat intuitively, so I just listen to my body. I have understood my body so perfectly well. I know exactly what's gonna make me bloat. I know what not to eat too much of. I know what to prep more in my diet, for example, protein. So I eat intuitively, I listen to my body, and I just find counting your calories every single time can definitely lead to burnout. And sometimes it can lead to just having this unhealthy relationship with food. It's just not necessary for me, and it doesn't really work for me. My tip for you is nutrition is all about sustainability. Okay, once it starts to feel like it's a punishment, then you're doing something wrong. If you're somebody who's struggling with your nutrition, check out my nutrition programs. They come with all of my ebook workout programs, and also I have a digital cookbook with over 35 plus recipes. So if you're somebody who needs a little variety in your diet, and you just want to not feel like you're restricting yourself, you're still enjoying yourself in a healthy way, then make sure you grab my digital cookbook. It's down below in my store. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And of course, thank you for your support. Next thing I don't do as a gym girl, I do not skip my rest days. Recovery is so vital for your growth. And if you're not resting and recovering properly, if you're not giving your body that time to really come back to its own, then you're not really going to be able to show up in an efficient way. And rest is really where the magic happens. And something that I need you guys to understand is you're not building muscle while you're lifting. That's not where the process of muscle building is happening. Okay, it's growing while you're recovering. So are you getting enough sleep? At least 8 to 9 hours of sleep. And you need to be making sure that you're also eating. So your nutrition, are you getting in enough protein? So understand that progress doesn't just come from training hard, it also comes from recovery. Last but not least, as a gym girl, I will not be switching up my workouts, okay? AKA program hopping. My workouts have relatively stayed the same for the last 8 years. I kind of do the same thing all the time. Now, obviously, I add variations of different exercises just so that it doesn't get too boring, but I'm not changing my program every single week. It's very important for you to understand that the most effective workouts are the ones that are a little boring. It's going to be very repetitive, and that's the whole point, because that's how you track and monitor your progress. So essentially my core workouts don't change. I'll try a class, or I'll probably add like an accessory movement here and there, but my core lifts remain the same. So my tip for you, of course, is to stick to a structured workout program for at least 8 to 12 weeks. In order for you to see progress and to see growth, you don't have to try every new exercise that you see on TikTok. All right, keep your core lifts. Don't really deviate from them too much, but just focus on progressive overload so that you can get the most out of your workouts. And yeah, that's it for the video. That is a list of things that I will not do as a gym girl. Let me know if you guys want a video of the things that I do as a gym girl, like a list of my non-negotiables, and comment down below in the comments what you don't do as a gym person if you're a gym person. And as usual, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.